For the observant behind me, this is not my 3.2 V6. What gave it away, you ask? Votex spoiler, maybe? The Votex lip? That absolute abomination on the bonnet? I bought another car. I know, I said I wasn't going to buy any more. It's a manual as well. Not a massive fan of driving manuals, especially my foot at the moment. However, as always, there's a story. And we'll get straight into that after the intro. So let's talk about the story of this 225. Now, like any other car that I've bought, I didn't find it by looking on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't find it on eBay. I got an email. So if you want to sell a car to me and you want me to buy it, just ping us an email. It seems to be the most foolproof thing. So anyway, the guy, lovely guy, messaged me and said, look, I've got this TT. Don't know if you know if anyone's interested in it. Needs a bit of work. Clutch has gone. So in my mind, I'm thinking, ooh, clutch video, that'd be good. And then he said, oh, it needs a timing belt. And I thought, oh, timing belt video, that'd be good. And he goes, it's a really nice car, got a full Votex kit. And I thought, oh, I've not had a full Votex car. So it'd be nice to show sort of how it's fitted, what it looks like when it's off, all that kind of stuff. So I thought, absolutely fantastic. Hour and a half from me, so yeah, winning. Give me the price, bit strong, said 1,500 quid. And I thought, it needs a clutch, which is 800-900 quid, and it needs a timing belt, which is £350. Now, I know I'm pricing those as if I'm getting them done at a garage. However, I still have to factor in my time and the parts. So I thought, well, that's going to make it like a £3 car. It'd have to be absolutely mint for that. And he sent me some pictures, and it was a bit grubby. And he said, look, I'm a driver, I'm not a washer. I'll show you why in a minute. And I thought, okay, I said, well, I bid him, and I just said, look, he said, I'll give you £1,000. I think that's fair because it's done 140,000 miles. It's a bit grubby, and it just gives me a bit of money in it that if worst case the car's horrible, then I can break my parts, break even, we'll make a few videos and it's a win-win. Or if it's fixed up and it needs a few bits of patching up before we sell it, then someone will get a good car for a fair price. Because I'm not about making money, it is solely just for the love of these cars. Now, fast forward to the day I went and picked it up, and I did a little walk around video because the sun was shining. It was fun loading it with no clutch, but let's go to the video walk around that I did right now in the sun. So you've watched the video and you're probably thinking, wow, that actually looks really nice. I thought so too, until I got it back here to the unit and had a good look. Yes, the bonnet bra wasn't on it, but it was in the boot, so I thought I'd throw it on just to show you how horrible it looks on the car. Sorry, I can't even bear to look at it, to be honest. If anyone wants it before I throw it in the bin, if you come and get it and apologise for picking it up, you're more than welcome to take it because, oh, it's horrible. Oh, don't know how you can do it. Right, let's have a look round and let me show you some of the foibles. Now, I am going to be doing a complete sort of buyer's guide and a walk around on this car because I want to show everyone the things to look for when buying a car, right? So, general bodywork, I didn't think it was too bad. Now, I know this is petty, but we'll get into it later. So the arch is gone. Because once it gets to this point, there's already loads of rust behind. And the other side is far worse. Now, what's underneath here, I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. But there's quite a lot of really bad bodywork. It does get worse on the other side. There's some more deeper scratches. And it's just a bit tatty. It has been sat for a while, so the fact it hasn't been washed, not the end of the world. But I mean, just to give you an idea of how grotty it is. It's still got MOT, so it hasn't been off the road for that long. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is definitely stained into the rear light where the feces from a bird has been sat on it for a while. Just noticed it's got a cracked rear light as well. Rear end, not too bad. It's missing the badge. Easily rectified, not a problem. It has the Votex original rear bumper and exhaust extension tips, which is quite unusual. But I mean, everything else This side, not too bad. Headlights are terrible. Some of the worst I've seen for a while. From a distance, they don't look too bad. When you get up close, they're like 6 different layers of faded and horrible. I've never actually seen one of these grills green. That's interesting, isn't it? Front bumper's quite damaged. I say quite damaged. It's not that bad, but it's sort of split on the bottom. You can see there it's sort of broken a little bit. Fairly easy to repair. And then there's some random paint bubble in there. And then we move on to the other side. Now, this wing is far worse than the other side. It's actually got quite a bit of horror there. And then it's the same at the front. There, interestingly, I won't show you too much because I want to save some for the other video, but how can I show you there? It's got coilovers on the front, but on the back it has stock shocks and springs, which is interesting. It's got a few marks on this side, a couple of bad scratches there down through the paint, and the Votex side guts have marks on there. It's got Michelin's all round, so you think, okay, not too bad. The wheels need a refurbish, but that's kind of normal. These are like 6-7mm on the outside, and then on the inside are actually kind of smooth. So the tracking's quite a fair bit out. So I don't actually know how viable this is going to be as a project, because while I love cars and I love TTs and spending money and wasting money, this already needs quite a bit of work. So it all depends on how nice it is underneath as to whether it's worthwhile. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to take it off the road, but it's quite leggy and it's not as clean as I thought. And realistically, even if I was to do all the work, do a clutch and do the timing belt and anything else we find along the way, even without the bodywork, it's probably only worth what I paid for it, maybe another few £100, just because it's a bit tatty. It is completely unmodified, bar one thing, which is interesting because it's probably one of the hardest jobs you'll ever do on a 225. I'll give you 5 seconds to have a quick guess. Guesses down in the comments, just while I open the bonnet, and then we'll talk about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, now, did you guess what it is? And did you get it right? I don't know if you can see me. Let's go around this side. It has got a Pipeworks 3-inch downpipe and sports cat, which arguably, if you're going to do a job on one of these cars, is probably the hardest thing to do, because you've got to take the subframe off or nearly out. You have to move the prop. And it is a mad job. Now, I actually sort of, when he told me he'd had that done, I thought, I'm surprised, because it's a completely stock car. I mean, the engine bay is completely, basically factory standard. Like, you would not know this has got a 3-inch downpipe and sports cat, because everything is original. Even the turbo intake pipe is original. It still has all of the original plastics. It's a bit mad, really. But we are definitely going to be able to do some videos on this, which is pretty cool. I'm quite looking forward to getting it up and doing like a... I want to do a kind of video as if like we bought the car and took it straight to a garage. They listed all the problems and then listed the price with it, because this has still got MOT. So if this didn't have the clutch fail, if the guy had got bored of it, he could have stuck it up for sale and someone could have driven it home. He could have got it washed and detailed at his local car wash, and it might have looked all right. So I want to be able to show you what a sub £2,000 car looks like and what you need to be careful of, because I feel like there might be a few more things hiding under the bonnet. Now, that is all for today. I just wanted to show you I bought another car, and if you've watched this far through, in the next couple of weeks there's going to be another car coming on the channel. Yes, it's an Audi, but no, it is not a Mark 1 TT. That's all I'm saying. You'll not get anything else out of me until that video goes live. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.